On your first state visit to India, the milestones achieved since Prime Minister.
जो व्यापार, शिक्षा और प्रौद्योगिकी से हमने आतंकवाद और जलवायु परिवर्तन से वैश्विक चुनौतियों के खिलाफ न्यायाधीश से मिलने का अवसर दिया।
Opportunity to meet with the first woman Chief Justice.
First Lady श्रीमती रेचल कार्य के लिए सम्मानित किया गया।
Award for her humanitarian work by the Kalinga Institute of Social Science. India is already the fifth largest source of tourists to Kenya. India is one of the leading trade partners and investors in Kenya. Indian businesses are flourishing in Kenya.
We have been having a very big conversation about energy. The reason why we are having a conversation about climate change, and climate change is real. It is damaging countries. We walked out of a drought straight into floods. So climate change is real. And we got ourselves into trouble because of energy. And we are going to get ourselves out of trouble using energy. So 92% of Kenya's grid is renewable energy. If you're looking to manufacture green, your destination of choice is obvious. We are among the 3 countries that have beyond 90% renewable energy. And our intention is to make it 100% green in the next 7 years, by 2030. You're also aware that because of the energy challenges that our continent has, 600 million Africans don't have access to electricity. And I want to offer you an opportunity to make money. Solar energy is going to be the next big thing, globally and more specifically in Africa. Those 600 million people who have no access to energy, most of their energy will come from solar panels and solar batteries, wind batteries, and many other batteries. The Africa Green Industrialization Initiative we launched at COP28 provides you with an opportunity for manufacturing solar panels, solar batteries, and other lithium and other batteries from Kenya for the 600 million people who have no electricity and for the wider global market. I am proud that Kenya and India are united by history, trade, and friendship, which are expressions of our common experience and shared values, most salient of which are the love for freedom and enterprise and the peaceful pursuit of progress. a robust democracy. Across the Indian Ocean, therefore, is a vast sea of opportunity and commonality which can float all Kenyan and Indian boats in their voyages into the future. Every sector is sailing in this epic quest. Today, we have found that whilst Kenya and India enjoy a proud history of successful friendship, what we can achieve in the future, given our shared values as well as our shared commitment, is far greater and will endure for the benefit of generations now and generations to come. I had a robust conversation with the government of India today, and I am very, very proud of the outcome of the consultations that we had. The World Economic Forum has rated Kenya human capital as the best in the world. So if you are looking for people to work in your business or enterprise or investment, and you need engineers or bankers or investment people or whatever you need, you will find them in Kenya. We've just concluded today, again, a bilateral relationship on how we can collaborate more on matters sharpening our human capital. We just signed an MOU between the Indira Gandhi National Open University and the Open University of Kenya to share courses, to share capacities, so that we can train our people more, added on to the human capital we already have. Let me also tell you that we have very clear investment opportunities. I did share with Prime Minister Modi today that we import from Kenya, we import 70% of our pharmaceutical commodities from India. That is the smaller part of the opportunity. The bigger part of the opportunity is because you're looking at a market of 50 million people. For those of you who are manufacturing out of India for the Kenyan market, I have some good news for you. And the good news is that manufacturing from India for the Kenyan market, you're looking at a market of 50 million. But if you came to manufacture from Kenya, you will not only get the 50 million Kenyan market, but you will get the 1.4 billion market for Africa. Because Mr. Bedi here will tell you, Kenya is the country that exports the most to America using the Africa Growth and Opportunities Act, AGOA, which, by the way, we have successfully negotiated and we are waiting for its renewal. We also have a big opportunity in e-mobility. I was having a conversation with TVS. I'm sure there are some sitting somewhere in this room. And I was explaining to them that in Kenya alone, we have 2 million motorbikes, commonly known as boda boda. Our intention is to replace all the 2 million with e-bikes. And of course, the whole transport industry, from buses to motor vehicles to three-wheelers and the rest of it. There is opportunity for manufacture, and we are committed ourselves to e-mobility. We are changing policy, and we have set timelines on when we must transit to e-mobility. Kenya and India are similar in many ways, and different in many ways. Similar in the fact that we all speak English. I don't know who speaks better English than the other, but we all speak English. We all have the same legal system. The legal system that you have in this country is the legal system we have in Kenya. And we also share a political culture. When I was speaking with Prime Minister earlier, I congratulated him because I saw his party won many seats in the elections that were reported yesterday. So elections is part of our culture. Democracy is part of our culture. And we are very proud to share democracy with India. India being the single largest democracy in the world. And we celebrate that feat together. Of course, we are also different. And let me just say we are different in a few aspects. Number one is that we are different in the size of opportunity. We have bigger opportunities in Kenya than we do in India. We also have fewer competitors in Kenya in matters business than you do in India. And we have a higher return in Kenya than we do in India. So, because I'm speaking to business people, I know how much sense that makes to you. Big opportunity, few competitors, higher returns. I don't think you need me to say more. It is always inspiring to visit our great friends across the ocean. I request you, ladies and gentlemen, to join me in celebrating the long life and good health of my dear friends, the President of this great country, of the Republic of India, and to the enduring friendship and shared values between the peoples of the nations of Kenya and India. Thank you very much.
I would like to emphasize on couple of important sectors where India has made the most advance and the people of Kenya can benefit from it. On the top of the list are healthcare and pharmaceuticals. India is a global front runner in the field of generic medicines on a scale commanding a 20% share in global supply by volume. During the COVID pandemic, India truly established that it was the pharmacy of the world. And it did so by supplying almost 100 countries with vaccines and 150 countries, including from the developed world, with increased supply of relevant medicines. The fact is that COVID has made us all much more health conscious, but also aware of supply chain risks. Price is also a relevant factor. If we are looking at more sources, I would suggest to our Kenyan friends that the Indian industries is your natural partner.
Me to humbly submit to us that this is Africa's time. Where our predecessors were stifled, we must therefore succeed. Where the spirit of Pan-Africanism began to diminish with individualistic self-centeredness, which led to disunity, but the Holy Scriptures inform us that where there is unity, there God commands His blessing, even eternal life forevermore. And I firmly believe that it is time that our generation picks up the mantle where our forefathers have left off. And like Her Excellency Pastor Patience Rawabogo, we too must leave our mark internationally, not only here in the motherland, but also in the diaspora as well. Pastor Patience, I'm putting myself out there. Should you ever need my voice to talk about Jesus' Africa, I am at your service. Africa, as a representative of the global south, is statistically speaking the youngest continent in the world, and dare I say it, probably the wealthiest as well. The largest population of Christians found anywhere in the world reside on the African continent. My dear brothers and sisters, it's easy to say, and allow me to humbly submit to us, that this is Africa's time. Where our predecessors were stifled, we must therefore succeed. Where the spirit of Pan-Africanism began to diminish with individualistic self-centeredness, which led to disunity, but the Holy Scriptures inform us that where there is unity, there God commands his blessing, even eternal life forevermore.